Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. Today's geeky things include Stranger Things, Marvel, San Diego Comic-Con, and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi.
Keep running up.
Wow.
Crazy, man. I'm all jacked up on Mango Mountain Dew.
Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up.
Hey, just so you know, we did a pre-show for all our patrons over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where we tried out the new Mountain Dew Baja Mango Jim. Yeah, so check it out. It's got an octopus on it and a monkey, and he's got a little hook, and it's crazy. I'm gonna black out from excitement. Oh my god. We also did a live trailer reaction to Stranger Things season 4 volume 2 teaser. So yeah, go check that out. It's great. It's okay. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But first, let's get into our week. Wait.
It's B.
There. I forgot we do music. We have music already. We don't need this. So
That's what I did last week. And you're like, we got music here, man.
I'm a dummy, dumb. Hey.
You're my dummy, dumb.
I'm your dummy. Get it? Hey, alright. We're gonna take things. Let's all take a break. Everybody, that's what I'm gonna need you to do, okay? I'm gonna need you to mentally, not physically, but mentally, close your eyes. Alright? We're all just gonna take an inhale. We're all gonna exhale. Jesus. God. Alright, we're all just gonna think about Chris Evans playing with puppies. Okay. All right.
That is real.
Now open your eyes. All right. Welcome to the Hopefully Awesome show. Let's dig in. Let's dig into this. So, Maggie, how was your week this week?
Pretty good. I mean, we had a stressful Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because we was calling around trying to find somewhere.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine if you're fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
It was just trying to call everywhere to see if we could get our little girl's first shot.
Her
first
COVID vaccine shot. Yeah.
And
because she's a child. And it's been 2 God-forsaken years.
But that was a stressful Tuesday morning after we had such a nice, relaxing 3-day weekend together because you was at work on Monday.
Yeah, Father's Day.
Yeah,
which
Father's Day.
We did that a little.
Yeah.
We did the show during that. I forgot about that.
We finally found a place.
Yeah, that was a shit show. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like we don't have to dig too deep into it.
No, but it's stressful, and all I can say is for the people that are trying to find a shot. Call everywhere that provides. Don't try the big name pharmacies if you got somebody under 2. If you got a child under 2, just call everywhere.
Because there's like a legal thing where they can't do most of them.
I don't think they're.
They can do it. They can't
licensed,
do it under 3.
Yeah, I don't think they're licensed to do it unless they have a pediatrician on site, in which some little pharmacies may be able to do it because one of them did tell you that they were trying to get a pediatrician to come in so many days a week to do the shots.
And it's ridiculous, you know. I mean, there's a couple of political things to talk about, but we probably won't talk too much about stuff. But it's just, you know, it's ridiculous that at this point they're like, hey, this is the last set of vaccines to roll out. You know what we should do? We should just change all our infrastructure on this and just wing it, man. Who gives a crap? Let's leave it to the states. When have states ever made bad decisions for everybody, you know? Surely they're not going to ban abortion or anything. You know what I mean? God damn it. I'm sorry.
Then Friday rolls around and... Yeah.
Just give me some more mango juice. You know, that's gonna wash away the pain. But no, we called everywhere. Finally, were able to get one. Took our baby girl to get her first shots for the COVID vaccine. She did great.
Yeah.
I think it was the best way she ever took a shot. Like
Yeah.
she
was sitting in my lap,
anything.
and they gave it to her in her leg, and she's sitting in my lap, and I could feel her. Whenever they poked her with it, I could feel her just roll back. I was like, "Oh Jesus, she is going to scream."
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
She cried a little bit, whimpered, and then they showed her
no tears or anything.
No
Like, she didn't do anything.
And then they showed her this dog cookie jar. When you opened up its head, it like barked and started singing, ain't nothing but a hound dog." And
it had candy in it. So
and it had candy in it. She grabbed a thing of Smarties, which I think is still in the top of her bag. And
a sucker. There was also a dum sucker.
Yeah. And she got her sticker.
Yeah, and her sticker, yeah.
Sorry.
No, it was an interesting morning. Like honestly, it's so funny, or not funny, but like it was like at every turn, like when they voted to, like when the FDA first voted to pass it, right? Yeah. Like tears, of course. And then when the CDC voted to recommend it, like again, tears, right? And then like calling everywhere and like that was a nightmare. And then finally getting it. And like in that moment I was so not overwhelmed, but just like I couldn't believe it was happening.
Yeah.
And so they give her the shot. And like
Matt did not hear anything that the nurse had asked me while I was sitting there holding Viv.
And we're particular, like we wanted to get the Moderna shot, and we, that's not, you do you.
Yeah.
If you want to do the other,
yeah.
whatever. But
cool.
We just given everything, we both had Moderna, and we wanted her to have Moderna. And so they stuck her, and then they were like gave Maggie the paperwork that's like when her next shot was, and I was like, oh yeah, that was Moderna, right? And like
that main nurse that gave the shot Matt such a look of like, of really, and God. Also I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, well, because because I didn't even just say, oh, that was Moderna, right? I was like, oh God, I was supposed to ask if it was Moderna.
And the nurse had asked me minutes before. She said that Moderna was the shot that you wanted to get, and I said, yes, ma'am, it was.
Totally
Matt
dropped the ball.
Completely dropped the ball. Completely blanked.
Thank God you were there. Like, if it had been me, I would have been on point. Yeah. You know, like if it had just been me and her.
I was just scared.
I was just like, am I going to be able to like take a picture of her? Is she going to scream? I was thinking about all the other kids that were showing up there to get theirs, and
there's twin boys ahead of it that got their shots before her, and they were so cute. Yeah. But they came out no tears at all.
It was great, and she's done fine ever since. No fever, no acting anyway or anything.
She just did not like that Band-Aid being on her leg.
Yeah.
And when I ripped it off, that Band-Aid, she was not happy about it.
But yeah, and so she goes back in 4 weeks, and then 2 weeks after that, she'll be fully vaccinated. Whoop whoop. Go science. So then, Thursday was great. And then fucking Friday happened. Well, hey, welcome to the show, everybody. Look, whatever you want to say, if you want to say anything, that's fine. If you don't really want to say anything, that's fine too. Like, we don't have to.
I really don't want to deep dive into it.
That's fine. After our guns episode, it's I kind of don't want to get in that deep again either.
I'm disappointed, I'm sad, and I'm mad. Because it's not just about what some people's religious beliefs are. This is about health. This is about well-being of humans, a certain group of humans that can give birth to other humans. And the more I go down the rabbit hole of reading people's personal stories of how they have had to go through this before the actual ruling, it scares me. Yeah. It scares me as a woman. It scares me for my child because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. All I can say is that just support and donate when and where you can. Don't turn a blind eye to this. This is going to be I don't know how to put it. It's just a lot of lives are at stake now.
Yeah.
It's not because somebody just doesn't want a baby. It's because it could kill them. It could. Like I said, the more stories I read, it's really opened my eyes to what some people have had to go through.
Yeah.
And I personally don't want to go through it. I personally don't want our daughter to go through it.
Yeah.
I don't want no one to go through this.
Well, let's be, 100% honest here. Like, it's not about, if they don't, the people, okay. I'm not gonna tiptoe. So, like, the people that say they're pro-life, right, this is not about that. They can say it is. They can lie and say it is. But it's about control. That's all it's about. It's about controlling a woman and keeping them from being able to make their own freaking choices about their own freaking bodies, right? Or anybody with reproductive rights or reproductive organs. However you say it. Sorry, my brain's everywhere. Because if they actually gave a damn about life and about protecting life, then where's the gun regulations? If they actually gave a damn about protecting life, where's universal health care?
Where's parental leave? Where's mental health? More help with mental health, I should say.
Where's housing rights? Where's free preschool? Where's tuition? Where are all these things at? Right? Like, if you're pro-life, if you're saying you're pro-life, right? Then life doesn't just end. Being pro-life doesn't just carry it through to being born, right? Because if you're pro-life, then you should be protecting all life all the time, right?
Yeah.
You should be protecting black people who are getting fucking murdered in the streets, right? Like, if you're pro-life, then you should be about those things as well. So that's why when you tell me that you're pro-life, that I know that you're full of shit. You are. And this is complete garbage. This is setting the world back 50 years. This is setting our country back 50 years. And honestly, they're going to keep pushing this shit until it's too much and it breaks.
Well, there's already multiple leaders of other countries that have already said that they can't believe what happened.
I mean, you got freaking Boris Johnson.
Yes, of all people.
Come the F on.
All people that have said that he believes that the United States is going backwards.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. It's stupid.
It is.
It's ridiculous.
But like I said, if you are one of these people that are on the fence, like you don't know how to feel about this, just
shut
read.
The hell up.
Well, no. Get an open mind and read some of these people's stories.
Yeah.
Especially before Roe versus Wade, when they had to wait on a board of doctors to approve whether or not they should help a woman live or just keep on carrying this. Well, I don't want to go that graphic, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things I didn't know that went under this.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said, I'm scared. And I would hope a lot more people, hope a whole lot more women read into this just to know what exactly happens, because there's a lot of people freaking out where they froze their eggs. They don't know what happens now. They don't know if they'll be able to access those now. Those clinics are freaking out because they don't know what to do with them. Yeah. They don't know what their state's government's going to do to them. They don't know if they're going to get shut down or what. So there's a lot of things I didn't know about this. That all the things, the terms, medical terms that go underneath all this, it will blow your mind. Yeah. And that's all I can say is I used to be one of those people. I used to believe what those other people think.
Pro-life.
Yeah, well, I don't want
Christians.
I don't even want to
give them a name.
No. But I used to think like that when I was younger. And the older I got, the more I read about stuff, especially now, a lot of people are telling their stories. Why on earth, for one, you're pushing a belief of another religion onto somebody? There's multiple religions that aren't cool with this.
Yeah.
Because that if the miscarriage or the pregnancy is going to endanger the life of the mother, they're going to take care of it.
Yeah.
They're going to let the mom live. So it just scares me, Yeah. What's going to happen if I'm in that situation now?
Yeah.
Or on down the road, heaven forbid, if something happens to my daughter. So yeah, there's a lot more to it than just what other people think there is.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to leave it at that, because if I talk any more about it, I'm going to start crying. I'm going to get mad, and I want to be happy. So
the last thing I'll say is just, as like, I almost want to barf even saying this, right? But like, unfortunately, voting is one of the only ways to do anything, right? And believe me, I think I put this on Twitter. I'm all about voting. I think, everyone should vote. I think, it's your right to vote. You should go out and let your voice be heard. But I'm so tired
of hearing, let you take it to the polls.
Yeah, and doing it. And doing the thing, voting for them, getting the other people in there, and then nothing still happens. Mm-hmm. In fact, it feels like it just gets worse. And I get it. I get that this stuff was set in motion, 6 years ago. I get that. I understand that. But it's disheartening. It's disheartening. But all that being said, that doesn't mean we quit, right?
No, it doesn't.
If anything, it just means we need to pay more attention to all the places that it matters. It's more than just a presidential election. It's the Senate and the House and local government. It's all these things, because if these assholes are going to come in and take up those positions and cram their freaking agendas down our throats, then then we have to pay attention to it. Yeah. We have to, because if we don't, then we're going to wake up and it's going to be the end of the world. And that's not hyperbolic. That's not me being dramatic. If we stay on this road, this abortion is just the first step, They don't think they're going to come after gay rights next? You don't think they're going to come against, what's to stop them from segregation? There was a freaking senator from Texas tweeting out about overturning
Plessy versus Ferguson.
Yeah. It's 2022, for God's sakes.
We have freaking computers in our hands. For God's sakes.
And I wish I could say that eventually enough time will pass and these old people that don't understand reality will no longer be here, right? I wish I could say that. But the fact is, there are still enough people being taught this that it's never going to stop. The only way we keep it at bay is by constantly paying attention. And that sucks, and it's overwhelming, and it's too much, and it's too much, and it's not fair. It's not fair that we have to do this. But the only other choice is to give up. So it can, I know it's cliche, but life's not fair. And sometimes it's worth dealing with the thing that's unfair to build something better. And I'm not going to just give up and let my daughter grow up in a world somehow worse than the one we brought her into. I'm not going to let that happen. So that's where we stand. And if you don't stand, as always, you can get the hell out of here.
You could just said goodbye.
No, I mean, hey, get the hell over it and get out. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you here. So, we don't need you. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I didn't even have that on here for us to talk about.
Oh, really? I thought we was gonna talk about. My bad.
No. I didn't have it on here, but I figured it'd probably come up naturally, and it did.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So moving into something else. Also this week, maybe I should write a note for that, just to let people know.
Yeah.
It's not about making people listen to it. That's not the thing. It's the people who already know all this stuff, if they just need a break mentally from hearing about it, I totally get that. Mm-hmm. And so letting them be able to be like, hey, actually, I would rather listen to them talk about anime because I just need a break for 20 minutes to not listen about the world burning.
Crumbling,
okay. Yeah. So this weekend we decided,
Matt decided.
So for the second time. All right. So here's what'll happen sometimes. Okay. I'll be scrolling through Twitter and I follow Crunchyroll. Okay. Now, do I have a Crunchyroll account? No, absolutely not. Do I consume enough anime to follow Crunchyroll? No, I don't, actually. Even though my favorite movie of all time is an anime. It's Your Name, just so we're all clear. So it's just shocking that I respect and love anime so much and I watch so very little of it, that's sad. But every once in a while I'll come across a tweet or something and I'll be like, we should watch this. This looks cool. We should check it out. And so over the weekend, Crunchyroll tweeted out about a show called Horimiya. Is that how you pronounce that? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. We should watch this. And Maggie informed me that this exact same thing happened last year.
With the exact same anime.
It's the exact same. We had already watched.
And he showed a clip and he's like, no, this is not the same thing.
I was more fancy.
I was like, I don't know about that.
We get 5 minutes into the first episode. I'm like, oh my God, it is the same. So we had watched it. We had tried to watch it last year. Really liked it.
Yeah.
But I suck. Just so we're all clear, I know I suck. But it's hard for me to watch an anime with subtitles, a subbed anime with Japanese vocals. And I'm not against it. And I know that that's a very lame excuse, right? But typically, we're watching something or I'm trying to, take care of Viv or, whatever it is, right? And so my brain just has a hard time focusing on hearing something and reading something else and putting that together. Now, if, last night when we were watching it, when Viv was already in bed, sure, I probably could have handled it, but just during the chaos, it's, it's hard.
Especially when you have a toddler yelling out, pee, pee, potty.
Or
pointing at the remote, Pika.
She just wants Pikachu, man. So anyway, last year we had watched the subbed version and now the dubbed version, which it's probably been out for a long time. It may have even been out last year. Who the hell knows? But yeah, so we started it and finished it yesterday. It was 13 episodes. Mm-hmm. We stayed up till 1 a.m. watching the whole thing. We do this sometimes. If we find a short anime, we'll just watch the entire thing in one sitting. What was that one? The Sound Euphorium?
Yeah, something like that. God, I can barely remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we watched the entire first season. Yeah. I think it was in the 20 episode range. I think we watched that whole thing in one day. COVID's been real, man. Just keeping us in the house. Yeah. We haven't, thankfully, have not had it. But man, what'd you think of Horimiya? I still can't pronounce
Horimiya. I really enjoyed it. It's really cute. I think it's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I think it's one that I would personally go back and revisit.
Yeah. I think I would too.
I need to add it to my anime tweet on Twitter.
You need to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I think I'd put it with Yuri on Ice.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It was nice. Like it was. We watched a video of a guy talking about. I think it was Mother's Basement. I think it's the name of the channel. Yeah. Which he's probably huge. Like he's probably like a giant YouTuber. I don't know. But just the way he was describing it, how it's like it doesn't do anything overtly special, but like that's what makes it special is that it's just so normal and like it's able to reach those emotional climaxes without having to depend on the typical tropes, right? We won't get into spoilers, but like the thing that you would expect to take the longest happens maybe a third of the way through the show. Yeah. And so like it's nice to not have to deal with that, but like to actually just get to live in the world for a little bit. Like the last like 4 or 5 episodes, like nothing really happens, but it's great. Like it's great. It's nice. It's cozy, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I really we finished the 12th episode thinking it was the last episode and it was like, oh man, this was good. This was good. I was
like, there's no way that this ends here. This doesn't feel like the end.
Yeah. And then there was one more. Yeah. And then they did the thing where it was like, oh, what if it had went like this? And I was like, oh, dear God, if we spend this entire final episode in a what if situation, I'm going to be so mad because, like, I don't want to watch that. I want, like, this is my last chance to enjoy these characters. Yeah. You know, I don't want to spend 20 minutes of it looking at characters I've not known before, you know? And thankfully, it only lasted for like 5 minutes. It was just enough, you know? Yeah. But God, such a good show. It was so great. And I'll probably forget about it. And I'll probably see a tweet next year by Crunchyroll. And we'll probably do this whole thing again.
Then I'll be like, hey, you need to look back at your camera roll. Because I saw you screenshot
of the tweet. Yeah. I want Time Hop to remember it. Because God knows I won't. Yeah. But yeah, it's really good. It's on Hulu. So if you have Hulu.
I'm pretty certain it's on Funimation too. Probably. If you have a Funimation account before it gets overtaken by Crunchyroll.
It's 13 20-minute episodes, I think 22. Every once in a while there's like a post-credit scene. Yeah. Not on every episode, but the times that they are on there, they're hugely important. Dear God, we would have missed an entire like beat of a storyline had we not watched that.
Yeah, we would have been like, huh?
Yeah. God, it was so good. Yeah. Yeah, check it out. All right, Maggie. Anything else you want to say before we jump into the news?
Nah.
All right, let's get to it. It's time for the news. Speaking of getting into it, the first trailer, I don't know if it's the first trailer. Well,
it is.
Okay, the first trailer for Stranger Things 4.2 dropped this week.
Yeah, all they have released so far beforehand was pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually watched this in the pre-show. In the pre-show, Hopefully Awesome, patreon.com/hopefully awesome if you'd like to watch it. Yeah, no, God, it's so good. Oh my God. I am so stoked for the next bit of Stranger Things. Like, yeah. I mean, I'd kind of, like, I remember liking it. But like we watched it so quick that there's a lot that I don't really recall, you know? And so it's like I'll remember once we're in it, you know? Yeah. But like, I mean, when you're taking in, you know, what, 15 hours? Yeah. You know, like it's hard to remember what hour 4 had, you know? God, it looks so good. I can't wait. I think it drops this week, right?
Yeah. It's July 1st, the same day as Thor, isn't it?
No, Thor's next week. Oh. Yeah. Like, not the week we're in, but the week after.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the 8th.
Gotcha.
When is the 1st?
Oh, today's the 26th.
Be running up the hill. You're going to get it before I even get this calendar opened up.
Friday?
Ooh, is it a Friday release? That'd be awesome.
I think. Let's see, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, it's Friday, I'm pretty certain.
God dang it, calendar app. Why is it taking... Look at this. It still just says installed.
Why are you using... Why don't you just go to the Apple one?
I can't find it. Calendar. See, it's not even bringing it up. Okay, here we go.
Friday.
All right, I got it here.
Friday.
Hey, I'm off next Monday. July 4th. Ow.
Good job.
July 4th has been canceled due to a lack of freedom. I saw that tweet and I thought it was really good. Yeah, so anyway, this so this drops Friday. Sorry. And I guess the Duffer brothers have said Duffer said that to expect something dark for it to be one of the darker season finales.
Good.
Who's gonna die, Maggie?
11.
Nah, 11's not gonna die. I don't believe that shit for a second. Get out of here.
Will?
No,
not Will. Mike. Will's precious baby.
God.
Will is the precious baby. We gotta protect him at all costs because they will not let that actor live down that bowl cut. The poor guy.
I love Will. I've already told this to Maggie, so here it is. Ready? Steve.
Oh, I don't want Steve.
Steve's
to
gonna
die.
die, everybody.
Steve.
I'm calling it right now. I'm usually wrong about these. Okay. Sometimes I'm right. I remember remember the pregame, the endgame episode we did where we had theories, and I was like, oh yeah, Iron Man's gonna have a kid, and then he's gonna sacrifice himself, but he's gonna tell Cap that Cap's gotta raise the kid for him, and like I was close.
Yeah, excuse me.
And then I was also, I think another theory was Iron Man was not real the entire movie, that it was like it's gonna be the reality stone or something. That was another, he had actually died. Yeah, it was, I was all over the place. So that being said, my track record's not great. I do think Steve's gonna die though. Because here's the thing, okay, everybody? All right, let's all take a beat here. All right, we've got Eddie. Right, is that his name? All right, what is Eddie's role in this show? He kind of fulfills the same need as Steve, right? A similar, like he's Dusty's older. He's like the older cool guy. He's, they brought him in. He's a fish out of water in this whole situation, right? Okay, cool. All right. So we've got someone to fill the need of what Steve brings, right?
Yeah.
What's there left for Steve to do? Okay. He went from being a dick to being cool, right? He's one of the most beloved characters in the entire series. I think everyone would agree that the way he accepted, blanking on her name. His friend.
No, yeah. I'm blanking on her name. Uma Thurman's daughter.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name.
The way he was accepting to her, the way that he takes care of the kids, right?
Dusty Buns. Yeah. Take care of Dusty Buns.
The way that he has found peace within himself, and especially with the girl that he lost, right? Which obviously he still wants to be with.
Nancy.
I think, Nancy, thank you. I just feel like the only thing left at this point is there's only two things you can do. Okay. He either goes back to being a jerk and has a quick redemption arc in the final season, which sucks. Nobody wants that. I mean, he could be like possessed or something. Like they could maybe do, I don't even know what you'd do with that, but like theoretically that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Or you kill him off, because otherwise he's boring. I love him to death. Don't get me wrong. But like, if you just let this character stay where he is and not ultimately do anything, what is there? He kind of becomes, and I hate to say this, he kind of becomes Xander, right? He's ultimately kind of useless to the entire story, And like, I love Xander. Xander was my favorite, but like, what did he do in the final season? Nothing. And that's what we're gonna be with Steve.
That is a heartbreaking thing.
I think Steve's sacrifice would ultimately do more for the show than the character Steve could do at this point. Because what does he do? Him and Nancy get together, and then Will's older brother and them have a falling out. Like, that's not the show. That sucks. Yeah. I don't know. That's my thought. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't die. Who else could we kill? Somebody's got to die.
Vecna.
Probably Vecna. I mean, because they already took Hopper. Hopper should have stayed dead. I love Hopper. I'm glad he's back alive. But God, somebody at some point, there has to be repercussions to everything going on. Otherwise, it just becomes nothing. Eventually, someone has to be offed on the show. And I mean, typically you would bring in the new characters, make us fall in love with them, so you could kill them off without ultimately hurting the show. So like, I would think that, what's his name?
Eddie.
Yeah. I would think that he would be the one you'd off, but I feel like the Duffer Brothers are good storytellers, and I feel like they kind of see, you know, how are we going to get the most emotional impact out of this? And I think at this point, Steve's the way to go. Because you can't kill Hopper off now.
No, you can't.
Like, that would be dumb.
You can't. And you can't kill off Joyce. We got to keep them all.
Yeah, nah.
Unless to kill the dude with all the Russian intelligence.
Yeah, but see, and that wouldn't do anything.
No,
like, that wouldn't matter, you know? It has to be somebody that we care about.
Mike.
We want Mike dead. That's the problem. That's why he'll stay alive.
Look at what 11 did for him. She defended him from all the bullies in season 1.
11 deserves better than Mike.
What did he do for her when she was getting bullied? Sat there and drank on his drink.
Mike's the worst character in television. Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez.
And little baby Will just sat there and said, I tried telling her.
Oh yeah, what about that other guy? The pothead guy.
Oh, God, what did they call him? I
name.
can't think of his name. He had really long hair.
And he liked Eve, like the garden.
Eve, like the garden.
Nah, that's my thing. What do you think, Maggie? Do you have any thoughts on any big swings you want to give out before we reach the next week's episode? By the way, is going to be our review of Stranger Things.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough.
No, it'll be great. Oh my God, I can't wait. Can't wait to break it down. Maybe we should have said spoilers. I mean, if you haven't watched it, we're talking about the trailers. I mean, come on.
I don't know. I mean, it could go anyway, I think, but
do you really think 11 dies?
It's in my brain.
Really?
Yeah.
I think maybe she dies at the end.
That's what I mean.
Like of 5.
Yeah. Oh, there's enough.
Yeah,
wait,
this
I
ain't
thought
it.
this is the whole...
No. We got a whole nother season to go.
Golly, I can't go through this.
Nah, maybe in like, 2024 probably. Nah, I think they've already started working on it. I don't know.
Oh, God. I don't know. 11 won't die then.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think ultimately 11 could die.
I think in the end she probably will.
They could. There is a chance. There is a chance they could kill Mike off.
Yeah, just to piss her off.
Well, like it's like a redemption for Mike, right? Kind of like Billy.
Yeah. But, oh God.
But he's not sucked that bad,
No.
you know?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to get the big monster, man. God, I just want the big kaiju.
The Mon Flayer.
Yeah. God, if we end this series and we don't get the legit one, all right? The 1 in 3 was fine, but it was like, 2 stories tall, right? And like the promise of the, if he like reached his arms out as high as he could, it'd probably be touching the stratosphere, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, I need that before this show ends. Put it in theaters. All right, this is what you do. You release all of it, but the final episode, 2-hour IMAX finale. Do it.
They won't do it.
I'll go.
They won't do it.
They probably won't do it. You're right. But God, can you imagine if they did?
The only thing I request at this time is that Fortnite releases the Stranger Things outfits right now. I want Sheriff Hopper and the Demogorgon. I want it all. Release it now.
I'm running up that hill emote.
They should.
With a Walkman.
They should. They won't.
Get on it, Epic. The hell you waiting on?
Cowards.
God. Take your Naruto and shove it up your ass, all right? We want Stranger Things, all right? Hey. Easy peasy.
Easy.
Speaking of shoving it up your ass.
I've told you this. We have young fans.
Hey, listen, I'm talking about donkey, okay?
Okay.
Shove it up your donkey.
Okay.
All right. So, you need to remind me before we start recording. That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I forget.
That's why I hit you.
In movie news.
Okay.
We only have 2 stories this week, just so we're clear. We had the Stranger Things, we have this one. All right, that's all we got.
Okay.
Marvel Studios is returning to Hall H for Comic-Con.
Big news hall, in other words. I can't believe you finished that.
From IGN. Do you want me to take yours?
No, I'm going to work on it. From IGN. Really? God.
What?
Who was that for?
They know.
No, they don't know.
All right. Speaking of shoving up your donkey, from IGN, with Marvel nearing with Marvel ending, dear Jesus, with Marvel nearing the end of Phase 4, Feige has gone on record to say that the next big saga for the MCU will be revealed in the coming months. This was before they announced they were going to be at Hall H. What better place to reveal it than at Comic-Con's famed Hall H? This is a quote from Feige. As we're nearing the end of Phase 4, I think people will start to see where this next saga is going, Feige said. I think there have been many clues already that are at least apparent to me of where this whole saga is going. But we'll be a little more direct about that in the coming months to set a plan so audiences who want to see the bigger picture can see a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more of the roadmap. That's 3 tinies. There's still plenty left in Phase 4, including the new Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain Marvel, and Fantastic Four still on the slate, as well as shows like She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, Ironheart, and Armored Wars. Apparently we're reaching the end of Phase 4. I thought
we were entering it.
Like
that's just me. I thought we was entering it.
I didn't realize like Phase 4 only went through like isn't Blade supposed to be on here somewhere? Like
at some point, yes.
I don't know. I feel like here's the problem. Ever since Phase 1, there's been a precedent, right? That an Avengers movie caps off the phase, right? Yeah. And currently there is no Avengers movie. And so it feels like, well, what's the point of having a phase without having that, right?
Yeah.
But then again, maybe that's what they're going to announce.
Yeah.
So just so we're super clear here, we're getting into spoiler territory for all of the MCU.
Yeah.
Probably not much about Ms. Marvel. That's ongoing, and I don't think there's anything really to talk about that right yet. But specifically Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness, okay?
Mm-hmm. It's on Disney Plus now.
Yes. So everybody, just so we're clear, spoilers. Here we go. Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Spoilers. So what do you think the Phase 4 is going to be about? No, obviously it's multiverse, right? Like that's the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think Phase 4 is Secret Wars? Like I figured like we're in the multiverse saga. Like I figured that would encompass as much as like the Infinity Saga encompassed phases 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Secret Wars is such a big thing.
All the things that are like either being talked about or shown in the shows and the movies or whatever. Yeah, multiverse, yes, and Secret Wars, yeah, they go hand in hand. But like, I don't know, the Thor: Love and Thunder is about to come out, and it's about the God Slayer and stuff, and we're going to see other crap, and it's making my brain go, oh, are we going to dive into like the Celestials a little bit more?
I mean, I would love,
and maybe Galactus show up.
That's where I'm at, right?
Yeah,
like I feel like that would be a better, I feel like that's a,
because I feel like Secret Wars, it could happen,
yeah.
And then, like, all that crap happens with Secret Wars, and then, bam, the big bad shows up and it'd be Galactus.
No. I think Secret Wars trumps Galactus.
Really?
Yes. I think Secret Wars, because here's the thing about Secret Wars. You remember that scene in Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness where all those alternate versions of the characters showed up and then were killed off in like 2 minutes, and it sucked ass. You remember that?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. A lot of people liked it. I'm not one of them. So imagine that, but it's a 2-hour movie. Well, probably 3-hour movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, think of that, and then think of Galactus versus the Avengers. I feel like the multiverse is much,
Yeah.
I feel like that's my thing. I think what, like Khan, I think he probably becomes is his name Khan? His name's Khan, right?
Oh God.
Is his name Khan? The guy.
Kang
the Conqueror.
Kang,
sorry.
yeah.
I think he becomes the surrogate for Doctor Doom. Because I'm assuming we're talking about Secret Wars 15, whatever it was. Not the old Secret Wars. That was...
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know much about Secret Wars, so...
It's okay. Basically, there was and I've not read it, so this is just what I've picked up from different, probably New Rock Stars or something, right? But I guess, like, there's a... Doctor Doom... Yeah. There's, like, an ultimate version of Doctor Doom. Not Ultimate Comics version, but, like, an ultimate... like with God powers, right? And so he starts causing the collisions of universes. Reed Richards, incursions. Thank you. And ends up kind of reshaping the entire multiverse into like a battle world, right? And then there's various different things going on.
War World,
basically.
DC Comics.
That's DC Comics.
I know.
And then he makes them all fight, right? And then like I don't know if there's an ultimate version of Reed Richards or something. I don't know, but anyway, it all ends with everything being. It's basically Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like it all just becomes one world. That's why Miles Morales is now in the 616 universe.
Okay.
Yeah, but yet somehow Spider-Verse still exists. Like, so I don't know. There's a lot to it that's very weird, right? But I think that because the idea of that being so big, and obviously you get Iron Man, Captain America back. You can at that point you can have your cake and eat it too, right? Yeah. And I think that is the ultimate build too. Whereas something like Galactus is awesome and like really freaking cool, and it could be an Avengers level threat. But I think there's a difference between, all our current Avengers fighting Galactus and seeing like everyone from the entire history of all the Marvel movies ever made fighting together. Like, you know what I mean? Like Secret Wars has the possibility of being Endgame times infinity. Okay. Yeah. Like that's what its level is. And I feel like they've slowly been building Kang. Obviously, we saw him in Loki. He's going to be an Ant-Man and the Wasp soon. Whatever that next one's called. What's it called?
Oh, no.
Quantumania.
Yeah, Quantumania.
Yeah. So I feel like, making him kind of the Thanos for this, multiple arc thing. I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. But again, hey, who the hell knows? Maybe we'll find out at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I could see it not being that. I could see them do Secret Wars and get it over with. Because how do you follow up Avengers? Yeah. Like, how do you follow up Endgame? Like, if the next Avengers movie is just Galactus, then, even though that's really cool, it's like, it's not going to do $3.8 billion.
Well, isn't the Marvel supposed to come out soon too, like this year?
Yeah, it was moved to February, and Ant-Man is May, I think. I think right. Something like that. They did a shuffle, and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever is supposed to be like September. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. I hope it does. I really hope it does. I can't wait to watch that. Yeah, can't wait to see what they do with that. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, they could go several ways. I feel like Galactus has been hinted at enough, and I feel like multiverse has obviously been hinted at a lot. I just don't know. I don't know which one they view as more important. Yeah. I feel like Eternals did a lot of heavy lifting to bring Galactus in. Yeah. And I feel like, honestly, you could do an Avengers, like, half movie with the Fantastic Four. And it'd be about Galactus. And so like Fantastic Four is just it's like Civil War, where like Civil War was an Avengers movie, but it was a Captain America movie. Yeah. Right. So I feel like you do Fantastic Four and it's an Avengers movie, but it's a Fantastic Four movie. Okay. It's about Galactus. That's my opinion. Okay. Who the hell knows? But that could be the end of Phase 4. And then, Silver Surfer pops in and he's like, your world is at an end. Can Morpheus still be Silver Surfer?
If they want him.
We wanted Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Remember when we said that?
I want Keanu Reeves still.
Dude, can you imagine Keanu Reeves as a Silver Surfer?
Isn't he in the Marvel?
No, not yet.
I thought they casted him for something.
No.
Who am I thinking
Not
of?
yet.
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of what's her name from
Bill Murray.
Fast and the Furious.
I'm thinking of Bill Murray.
You are
it's
actually.
Quantumania.
Yeah. We think it's Quantumania. It's not official, but he said it's by the guy that directed the cheerleader movie.
I mean,
there's only one of those. You know, bring it on. Am I right?
Yeah.
All or nothing. What was the dancing that Hayden Panettiere did? We'll have to talk about that.
Stupid. That's what it was.
Hey, speaking of things we don't have to talk about, we're getting ready to jump into the big topic. Wait. But did you know that over at Hopefully Awesome on Patreon, so patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, that you could get this show extended and ad-free and watch the pre and post show and all those things. So you could do that.
Check it out.
Check it out. Big main topic. Obi-Wan Kenobi. So Obi-Wan Kenobi has wrapped.
Yep.
I don't think we have a ton to talk about this, just so be on the same page. We finished it, and this is going to be us talking about it. So we'll say before we get too deep, we'll go ahead and say mostly spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of spoilers to say, but just to set clear expectations, I would say watch this. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. I would say it's one of the better Star Wars projects. We have not ranked Star Wars, so we do not have this in any kind of list.
I dread that day.
One day we will. I would say it's top half at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not even top thirds, we'll say. Big fans. And once we wrap talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, we're going to do our ranking for the summer stuff. So be sure if you are skipping the spoiler section that you skip. This should be a timestamp down below in the description of the podcast or in the video. And you can skip to that and hear where we rank it amongst everything else. So all of that being said, from here on out, spoilers until we get into the ranking. Maggie, what'd you think about?
I absolutely loved it.
It was so good, right? It was so good.
I love Ewan McGregor anyways, but
I love this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I enjoyed Boba Fett. I love Mandalorian.
Boba Fett? Where? Sorry.
I think for me personally, I think it's probably one of my favorite Star Wars things.
Yeah.
Like ever. I really love the story. And the fact that they got Hayden Christensen back. And can I name drop?
You can say we're in spoilers, baby. So you say anybody you want to say.
I'm trying to think of his name. Qui-Gon Jinn.
I will find you. I will kill you.
I can't think of his name.
Tom Riddle.
His name's not Tom Riddle. Nelson.
Nelson. Liam Neeson. That's what it is. General Kenobi.
The Emperor. I can't think of his name.
I definitely don't know his name.
I don't know. The fact that the last episode, you got all that going on.
Yeah.
And then, before all that happened, before you saw those two dudes, you have like one of the best lightsaber fights.
Yeah, no, that was rad. That was really rad.
It was really good.
Liked it a lot.
Like you could tell that Obi-Wan's like, "Hey yo, I'm gonna shake the dust off of the Force that I've got, and I'm just gonna let him have it.
Sling some rocks at you.
I'm gonna whoop his butt." But also it was sad because he realized his friend was truly gone.
I need to bring up the cast list so that I can remember everybody's names.
But it was just sad that Obi-Wan realized that Anakin was truly gone.
Yes.
And I just love him looking at him. He's like, "See you later, Darth." He just walks away. I'm just like, "Man, I mean, someone's telling him bye. So blasé."
I love the like for a moment. I don't know. There was a lot of theories about what we were actually seeing on screen, right? So I'm not here to put any of that into factual arguments or anything. But I will say, so like whether or not it was just Obi-Wan remembering, their duel, or if that was both of them sharing that moment together, whatever, I don't know, whatever they intended, it's fine. But I love the fact that for some reason, and I know, for some reason, for some reason, Anakin, almost like let Obi-Wan off the hook.
Yeah.
Right. And like, I know that it wasn't, I guess I don't know why, if it was like, if he was like you don't get credit for this, right? Or if like for a moment, like Anakin was actually being reached, past the darkness. I don't know. I don't know what the intention was there, but I just loved that. I love that for a moment we got Anakin back, and like, but it wasn't done in such a way that like, it didn't feel like, I don't know. I can't think of anything, but like where literally the only example that's coming into my brain is Power Rangers in Space. That's not it. But like, it wasn't like he broke through and then like, nope, the darkness took him back over. Like, no, like he is just himself. Right. Yeah. And like, this is just who he is now. And so like, they didn't make it contrived, but like, it was the first time that I really felt, and this is crazy. Okay. It was the first time I ever really felt that Anakin and Darth Vader were the same person.
Yeah.
Like I've never truly, like I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it in episode 3. Yeah. I saw him, get burned and like put the suit on. Yeah. But it never really, it felt like, okay, and now he's Darth Vader. Yeah. Now he's James Earl Jones, right? Like it never felt like, they were always separated from each other. And granted, we've not watched Rebels. That could have done something for us. Who knows? But it was like, I really liked that. Now, okay, all of this being said, the actual plot of the story, okay, the whole thing of this little girl bringing Obi-Wan back to life, right? Yeah. Reconnecting him with literally life and the Force, like that was wonderful. Yeah. Okay, like just the story of this is like a nicer Logan, a softer version of Logan.
Yeah, definitely.
And like, I don't know, there's something special about that. And I know that maybe it's one of the older tales, like, a kid, like, changes you, right? But I mean, she did,
Yeah, she did. She woke him up.
Yeah, she let him know, like, there's still something worth fighting for. There's something worth living for. And like, he literally came out of the cave, like she brought him so much back to life. And it wasn't a romantic love. It wasn't, like him changing. It was her reminding him of who he is,
that he does care.
Yes. And like
that he is a caring person.
That's special. Yeah. Like that is a very special story to tell. And I know that, there may have been ups and downs. I honestly didn't feel that. I thought the whole show from start to finish was great. I would love to actually marathon it and see if it,
still holds
better, Yeah. But I loved it from week to week. I feel like you'd probably get a little bit clearer intentions if you watched it straight through. I think it's a perfect connection piece from 3 to 4. Yeah. Like you watch 3, then this, then Rogue One, then 4. I feel like this whole universe just is perfect at that point.
Reva. At the end, she redeems herself.
In the most perfect way. Like it's not even her. Like, again, none of this feels contrived in the typical, like, oh, my brain's being controlled by the darkness, Yeah. Like, it's her realizing I'm becoming the thing that I hate. Yeah. And I don't want to be that. And just choosing to not be that, Yeah. Like, it wasn't the Force. It wasn't someone doing a Vulcan mind meld. And I know that's Star Trek. I'm being funny. It wasn't none of that. It was her literally being a person and deciding I'm better than this.
Yeah.
I want to be better than this. And then doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and like.
Well, she remembered what she came from.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm
that's
so
powerful,
glad.
Man.
Yeah. And I'm so
powerful.
glad. I'm so glad that they did that. Mm-hmm. They could have just left it be and be like, you don't know where she went to. Ooh.
Just another person falls to the dark side.
Yeah.
I loved her character. I'll be honest. I'd love to see a spinoff, like about her. Where does she go from here?
Yeah.
You know, does she join the rebellion? Does she become a bounty hunter? Like, what's her story?
Does she still carry a saber?
Give it to Taika Waititi. Let Taika Waititi do this.
Let's see. And Aunt Beru.
Yeah, what the hell?
Heck yeah. Aunt Beru, kick some butt. Find those guns. Shoot them up.
In like 4 seconds, they did more for this character than the past 40 years
and
have done.
even it shocked Owen that like he's like, oh crap, she's got guns.
She went from never talking to this, and it
she's
was
like,
amazing.
you knew this day would come, and she started pulling out those guns. I was like, oh God,
it's like The Walking Dead. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
She was great. She's great, man. All of this. There was nothing. We got Jimmy Shits back, which was awesome.
Is that really his last name?
It's Schmitz.
Schmitz. Okay,
Yeah.
quit calling him that. Be nice.
It's funny. It's funny.
No, it's not funny. Oh, boy.
Is that his Schmitz, right? Schmitz, Jimmy. Oh, and Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah, Camille. Yeah,
was wonderful.
Yes.
Wow. Why is he not? There he is. Jimmy Smits. Smits. Smits.
Yeah.
Seeing little Luke was fun. I'm glad we focused more on little Leia than little Luke, to be honest. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, there's nothing I would do different.
No. And we got hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah.
That was great. Okay, so I think basically all we're saying is
watch it. We love it.
Story's great.
Yeah.
I think that it was a great return of Ewan McGregor to this role. Mm-hmm. It's something we'd been wanting.
Yeah.
And it did that thing that Marvel's been doing really good where it makes things retroactively better.
Yes.
I think the prequels are now much better in my brain.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not like a prequel hater, a prequel denier, but like they're not my favorites.
No. And there's a lot of people that hold those near and dear to their hearts.
Absolutely.
And I understand. I watched episode 1 and front row whenever I was 10 years old.
Episode 1. Geez.
Yeah. In Tinseltown.
I had to watch
and
that
my
movie
mom,
like 5 times just to understand what the heck they were talking about.
I mean,
I didn't understand.
I was just a kid, and I was just like so excited to be sitting front row and be like, "Hey, pod racing's pretty cool."
Well, I felt like
so loud.
I felt like my school had failed me on civics because I just did not understand what the Senate did. You know.
I had to know that stuff by the time I was in fourth.
I feel like I learned more about
fifth grade.
I feel like I learned more about like the way the Senate and the House all interacts with each other because of Star Wars.
Actually, when you're in fourth grade now, you have to know all that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Third and fourth, yeah.
Not in Christian school, let me tell you. Tell you how the Bible and prayer works.
Well, I mean, right there you go. Separation of state and church.
Jesus, they should pay taxes. All right. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, loved it. I loved it. I was happy.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we got Hayden back.
Me too.
Even though it felt like sometimes they could have not had him back. It still was nice to
yes, it was
to have him back under the helmet for sure. So,
yeah.
Any last thoughts before we move
on? Not really.
All right.
Not really.
Well, let's
Not off
get
the top of my head
into our ranking. All right. So this is the part where we rank our summer TV and movie shows, things that we watch. So, Maggie, while I'm pulling this up, do you want to turn on something in there?
Yes.
Okay.
What should I do?
You could probably just
do it from here.
Yeah, I think you should be able to top it in.
Okay.
Our little girl is waking up. She usually takes a nap while we do this. So whatever.
She's making me nervous.
If you, I mean, it's up to you if you think it'd be easier to talk. Like you can, I mean, you can say it right there on the phone if you need to.
Oh no, I'm gonna stop this.
You want to say, oh, you could cast it from your phone, from YouTube.
I'm more about the internet.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah, and just cast it to her TV. She'll love that. All right, so while Maggie's doing that, I am going to bring up our current ranking for the summer of 2022. So far, we only have movies, but we are going to include these like mini shows in here also. You got to go.
Well, it should be. We'll see.
Is it turned up?
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, you're
I'm
fine.
Butterfingers.
I think you can turn it up from your phone. Not now. Like you have to be in the app.
Oh, that's what you're confusing me. It should be.
There it goes.
There it is.
She's watching
I'm
now.
gonna turn it down a little bit more. I heard it.
All right, this is parenting on the fly while we're doing a podcast, just so everybody knows. All right, so current ranking for our summer movies 2022, movies and TV. So far, number 1, Jurassic World Dominion. Number 2, Top Gun Maverick.
Man.
Number 3, Chip and Dale. Number 4, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Number 5, Fire Island. Number 6, Night of the Coconut. Number 7, Father of the Bride. Maggie, I'm going to open it up to you first. Where are you feeling for Obi-Wan Kenobi? I can throw out a number.
Well,
Or you can throw out a number.
I don't think it should be at the bottom.
No.
I think it's better than Father of the Bride.
Okay. Oh, so you want to go one by one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd rather
Better
do it
than
that
Father
way.
of the Bride, yes.
I think it's better than
How dare you?
the coconut.
Yes, no, it's better.
I think it's better than.
Yes.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than Fire Island. I really liked it. Do I think it's better than Doctor Strange 2? I want to say yes.
I agree.
Okay. I'm thinking of character.
Do you want me to tell you where I'm thinking?
Are you thinking above Chip and Dale?
I'm stuck.
Oh.
I think it's either above or below Chip and Dale. I feel like that's the place. Because the thing is, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi is better made than Chip and Dale.
Yes.
And I think Chip and Dale is better to us more than it's better than Obi-Wan Kenobi, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, I think we appreciate Chip and Dale
Yes.
because of what it is and all the things
We grew up
Tenacious
with
D
it, yeah.
plays in the first 3 minutes. Like, I mean, there's certain things they dumb-bowed me.
Yeah, they dumb-bowed me.
So there's certain things in it that I really love, but does that make it better than Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
I think Top Gun Maverick is definitely better than Obi-Wan.
Yes.
I would say that.
Yeah. I had to make sure I heard that right in my brain.
Yeah,
I was like, what did he just say?
And I definitely think Jurassic World Dominion, obviously, if it's better than Top Gun, I think. So I would say, for me, because I really love Chip and Dale. But I think there's a notch. I think Obi-Wan hits a higher standard because it actually does something special with like telling, like Chip and Dale is great on a commercial level, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi to me feels like it goes into a place where you could actually take something away.
Okay.
Like in your life, like if you needed it, if you wanted it to, and if you gave it the opportunity, I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi could move you to learn something and to be a better person.
Yeah.
To wake up. Right?
Yeah.
As Evanescence would say. If you're willing to give it that.
I am.
I say the new number 3, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Agreed?
Agreed.
All right.
We shook on it.
New ranking, Jurassic World Dominion at number 1. Number 2, Top Gun Maverick. Number 3, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Number 4, Chip and Dale. Number 5, Doctor Strange 2. Number 6, Fire Island. Number 7, Night of the Coconut. And number 8, Father of the Bride. That's gonna do it for us. All right, everybody. That brings us to our final part of the show where we say goodbye. No, hey, let us know what you think about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Did we rank it too high? Do you absolutely hate it? You know what? You should just let us know in those comments. Please feel free to get in there. You know what? For every thought that you have about Obi-Wan Kenobi, you should just write a separate comment about it. All right?
Yeah.
You should just get in there. You know what? You should probably even put it when you put it on our podcast. All right, go over to the podcast feed, hit that rating, leave a review. Now, granted, we don't see them unless they're 5 stars, so you'll have to rate it 5 stars, then leave your comment about how much you liked everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
Did you know that after this, we're doing a post show?
Yeah.
With the big movie quiz. We're doing action movies. What?
The big movie quiz.
The big movie quiz. Action movies is the one we're on right now. It's been good so far. So over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, you could watch all the rounds. We're on round 12 currently with the big movie quiz. So you can even, you support us over there. You can watch all the backlog of them too. We got fun stuff all around. So be sure and hit that subscribe button. Next week, we're talking about Stranger Things Volume 4 as a whole. And then the week after that, we're doing Thor, which will be fun. We may even have a Thor-related movie commentary coming out in July. But you'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it's for $1. Maybe you should join the movie club.
Level. Join the movie club for $1.
There you go. All right. But that's going to wrap it up for us this week. We will see you next week. So thanks for watching. As always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.